download Inkscape, which is a vector program. So GIMP is a raster program. Basically, you're drawing with pixels, whereas Inkscape is a vector program. So you're drawing basically like curves, which is more procedural or math based. What's good about that is that you could zoom in and you'll still have the resolution. So GIMP is like Adobe Photoshop, whereas Inkscape is like Adobe Illustrator. So if you go to the Inkscape, you could Google it. It should be inkscape.org, also a free program. So if you go to download, you can say download current versions. And here you'll see, okay, you could download for Linux, for Windows or Mac. You could also build from source if you're a programmer. But the way they have it up, at least for now, for their page, on the side here, you could choose the version and the revision of that version. Usually, so in programming, it's major, minor, patch. Usually the third one is just like minor fixes, you know, if they have a misspelling or something like that. So in this case, we'll use the latest. But if you were, for example, so I'm showing this again because most likely the latest right now is Inkscape version 1.2.1. Most likely if you're watching this in the future, that will not be the latest version. And I highly recommend download the exact version so you could follow along. And the buttons haven't changed and features haven't moved around. So once you learn it, then you can download the latest version and then see where things change. But to follow along when you're learning it the first time, instead of worrying where buttons are, just follow along with the exact same version and not have to worry about that. So for example, if this is the, let's say in the future, this is not 1.2.1. Let's say we wanted to download version just for illustration 0.92. You'll click here in the version, and then you could choose a revision. Most likely you probably want the latest. And then you'll see once you have that setting, you choose, well, which one's compatible. Well, that's what's available for that, for Ubuntu, Windows, and Mac. Let's choose another one. Let's say 1.0 because it's probably okay, so it's not the latest one. This is an older one from 2020, the year 2020. You could choose, okay, let's say show more. Let's say you wanted to download the beta 0 version from 2019 when that was still being created. Oh, that's being compiled. Okay, so sorry, let's do, okay. So version 1.0, the revision, latest one. The only reason I'm checking is just because the button's up here. And this is just an example of downloading an older version if the version up here doesn't match what we're downloading in the video. So now, okay, we're downloading Inkscape version 1.0.2. Let me see if RC1. Yeah, RC1 usually means release candidate 1. Let's just use that as an example. So Inkscape version 1.0.RC1. Let's say you had it on like Mac. You can click here, and then you'll see on the top here, you're getting a release version. And then you could choose to download. It will pop up what to download, and it will take that exact version. And this is for the Mac. You see it's a DMG file, version 1.0.0 RC1. But you'll see on the top here that it's telling you the path of what you're trying to download. And if it doesn't download, probably have to click it if it doesn't download automatically. So that's how you could choose if the version you have up here is not the same one that you match in this video. So again, we're going to take the latest one, latest at this time. So, but the version we're using is version, click 1.2.1. So I click on the version here, 1.2.1. So if you see newer ones, still take this version. This is the one we'll be using. And then choose your operating system, your platform. So if you're on Linux, click on Linux. If you're on Windows, click Windows. If you're on Mac, click Mac. I'm on Windows, so I'm going to click on Windows here. And then there's extra things for Windows. Are you 64-bit or 32-bit? I'm 64-bit, so 32-bit. If you're on a 64-bit machine, 32-bit still will work. I would still recommend 64-bit. That will be increased performance if you have a 64-bit machine. Most likely, if you bought your machine in recent years, there's 64-bit. So you could click on that. And then you can choose how it installs it. Is it a zip file, an archiver, a Windows installer, or just a regular exe? These are just the method to install. It will still install the same program. Just choose the one that works for your machine. In this case, I'll just choose the exe. And then the download will start. Do the same thing for your platform and have it installed.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.